Hey, sorry for the lack of movie reviews as of recently. Um, I do have some reviews I do have some reviews coming up. I've just been a little camera shy as of lately. Um, I do have some coming out, but until then, I would just like to give you a bit of a sum up of my top 10 movies that I'm looking forward to for the rest of the year. I'm just gonna do this little update improv, and yeah, got my little list here. Let me just get to it. Number 10 on my list is Warhorse. I'm really looking forward to this movie just based on one thing. It's a Steven Spielberg film, and I admire his accomplishments as a director, and really there's nothing else to say. Um, In Time. In Time looks to be an interesting movie if it's done correctly, because I find that with sci-fi movies, a sci-fi movie really needs to attempt to push a I find that with most sci-fi movies, they're just getting more and more dumb. But every now and then, a sci-fi movie can have a really, really interesting premise and try to push imagination forward. We already had those with movies like Inception and Source Code, so that's what I'm kind of hoping for with In Time. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. This movie, I don't really know that much about this film, other than the fact that it's going to be an espionage film, and I love espionage films. I adore them so much, and this has an excellent, excellent cast. I don't know. I get it's it has my attention. Um, Hugo. Uh, Martin Scorsese. This is probably the most random Scorsese idea I've ever seen. I don't know much about what this film is based on, but I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen more Scorsese direct a kids film, so I don't know. At least he's trying to branch out, try something new, other than just gangster films and psychological horrors. Let's hope he can do it. Um, the Adventures of Tintin. This is another Steven Spielberg film that I'm really looking forward to because it's being produced by Peter Jackson, directed by Steven Spielberg, stars Daniel Craig, Nick Frost, and Simon Pegg, and it's being written by Edgar Wright and the guy who directed Attack the Block. I mean, geez, the talent is just overflowing from this production. I'm also going into it completely blind, and I can't remember the last movie I saw completely blind. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. The Ides of March. Um, Clooney, I think, is a really talented director as long as he stays within his little zone of talent, the Clooney zone, let's call it. And The Ides of March, first of all, the cast is just terrific. George Clooney, Ryan Gosling, Paul Giamatti, Philip Seymour Hoffman, and Marissa Tomei. And what looks to be a really interesting political drama. And I just eat that up because I like politics and I like drama. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. J. Edgar. Number 4 on my list is J. Sorry, I haven't been numbering them. Number 4 is J. Edgar. Clint Eastwood. I love him as a director, and I find that Leonardo DiCaprio is a really underrated actor. And 2010 was his year with Shutter Island and Inception, and hopefully with J. Edgar, he's hopefully going to get the Oscar nomination that he rightfully deserves. Um, yeah, it just looks like an interesting film, despite the fact that I haven't seen much about it as far as trailers go. Number 3 is A Dangerous Method. I adore Cronenberg's work. I think he's a fantastic director, and looks to be a really interesting movie because it's tackling uh, the thoughts of politics and sex in the 18th or 19th century Europe, I believe. The cast is fantastic. Keira Knightley, Viggo Mortensen, and Vincent Cassel, who is also very underrated. If it's done right, and I imagine is, I just can't imagine this being done wrong. It looks to be a very, very interesting movie. Number 2, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. This film I'm looking forward to because of one reason and one reason alone. David Fincher. Enough said. But, and my number one film that I'm looking forward to this year is 50-50, which I believe is coming out in probably a few weeks. Joseph Gordon-Levitt strikes me as a really talented actor whose talent is just starting to get noticed. Kind of like with Heath Ledger. And, Christopher Nolan obviously likes him with Inception and now The Dark Knight Rises. This looks to be a very heartwarming, interesting drama. Sorry about that. The memory card just filled up and I had to delete some old photos. Um, yeah, where was I? 50-50. This movie really strikes me as a very, what did I say? An interesting drama. I think the team up of Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Seth Rogen is a good idea. Um, I don't know. It just looks to be interesting. Um, so anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for putting up with my terrible updating habits. I got some reviews on the way. I got a review of Drive, Contagion, and Warrior on the way. I know I'm kind of late to those parties, but you know what? I was 8 months late to the way back. I think you'll forgive me for this. Also got some ideas for some new things coming up. I'm not going to say what. Yeah, looks to be a good year. Thank you.